Congratulations. I just wanted to pop in here and tell you, congratulations. Finally, you're coming out. God is opening up doors for you to come out of that situation. You know, you've been dealing with that for a very long time. It didn't look like what God had promised you. God had promised you that you would lead. God had promised doors would open for you. God promised that you would be blessed. God promised that you would be the head and not the tail. Always above and never beneath. But you've had so much come against you. You're kind of like Joseph in Genesis 41. Here it is. God told you you would lead, that you would, do great exploits. You would do kingdom exploits. You would not only be a blessing to you, but you would be a blessing to family and to other people, right? And it looked like it started out that way. But for whatever reason, something happened and it knocked you off your foundation, so to speak, right? And so you've been sitting in this prison of suffering, this prison of lack, this prison of heartache, this prison of brokenness. Well, God says, my sister and brother, it is time for you to come out now. God is designing the perfect opportunity for you to come out of that situation. And now you just have to stay in faith. You've cried, you've shed tears, you've prayed, you've asked God why. Well, I just come to congratulate you and tell you, God says this is the time. You are coming out of that. Here it was, you did something good for somebody and they somewhat put you in this situation, kind of like Joseph's brothers did to him, right? Or you face the crisis of this COVID-19 and then it took you out of your financial stability, right? And so now you've had to struggle. Now you've been working 9 to 5s and people have been kind of oppressing you, so to speak, right? Or you've been dealing with a relationship that has broken you and you've been wanting to get away from it, but you didn't want to be alone. Well, God said, now is the time you're coming out of that. And I pray that this inspires you. I pray that this encourages you. I pray that this lets you know that God is faithful to his children. He loves you. He sees what you've been going through. It has been unfair. It has been unjust. You have endured. You didn't necessarily murmur and complain. You just kept giving it to God. You just kept believing that God would be your vindicator. God would deliver you. God would make a way. God gonna bring me out of this. I know God is gonna do it. Even when people have been trying to get you to walk in your own strength, do it your own way and not trust God because it's been a long time. Thank you for staying the course. Thank you for trusting in our Father, knowing that he is faithful. I just want to congratulate you and say thank you. It's not easy to endure hardship. It's not easy to endure pain. It's not easy to endure rejection. It's not easy to keep trying to, like when you go to a door, you twist the knob to open it up. It's not easy to keep going to doors that you believe God has sent you to, but yet they won't open. That's not easy. That is hurtful. It's painful, but you endured. You showed and proved that you are more than a conqueror in Christ Jesus. So I just want to congratulate you. Stay the course. Doors, great, great, great doors are opening for you. Believe. Some of you, God told business. He's been putting that in your spirit, business. You've been working that job. You've been complaining about it. They were unfair. You haven't got promotion. You haven't got raised. You've been overlooked. But you know what? Just like Joseph helped that baker and the candle holder, and what happened? What happened? They forgot about him. Your employer's been overlooking you. They forgot about you. They ain't even gave you a thought. But you've been showing up, been doing what you're supposed to do. Your spouse, you've been showing up, doing what you're supposed to do, even though he or she has been mistreating you, been doing things that they wanted to do, haven't been honoring the relationship. God sees all things. There is nothing hidden from God. He is Elroy, the God who sees. He sees you. He sees that thing. He sees how it hurt you. God repays. Didn't he repay Joseph? God repays his children. He does. So I pray that this inspires you to get up, rise up, celebrate yourself. Go and get you a little Publix. So I don't know where you live at, but for me, it's Publix. Go get you one of them little mini Publix cakes, a little slice. Put you a candle in it and celebrate your coming out. Celebrate your deliverance. Celebrate your breakthrough. Celebrate that, you know what? God brought me out June 2025, and I am so grateful. It's been years. I've struggled. I've hurt. People laughed at me. People talked about me. People laughed at ideas that I told them that God was going to do. Now they're going to get to see that you serve a very big God. God can do exceedingly abundantly above all that you may ask or think. And he's doing that now. Why? Because you stayed the course. You believe. You stood in faith. You wouldn't give up. You wouldn't cave in. You know, it's hurtful just to be in situations and not knowing God is going to bring you out. But you did what Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 tells us. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not to your own understanding. But in all of your ways, every day you kept acknowledging God. You kept believing God. You kept trusting God, even with tears flowing down your eyes. Even when you had to go out in the parking lot sometime and get in your car and cry, God, why am I going through this? God, why won't you open up another door? God, why do I have to be at this job? God, why I got to be in this relationship? God, why I got to stay with my parents and they're mistreating me like this? Lord, why is my family talking about me? Why is my family doing these things to me? God saw it all. He saw it all. He saw it all. So celebrate yourself. I pray that this has blessed you. You all have an amazing rest of your evening, my sister and brother. Shalom.